What's up, y'all? I'm Okendamas, and I'm here with another Kendama unboxing. Today's unboxing is going to be from Raccoon Kendamas. Raccoon Kendamas is a kendama company from Colorado, I believe, and they reached out with a really unique and interesting shape. They sent one out. It's kind of like the end of the run, and I think they only have a couple left, but nevertheless, we got to inform you on all the new kendama stuff. So thank you, Raccoon Kendamas, for sending this out, and let's get into this right now. I don't need bevel worship knife. I can just rip it because I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm literally so strong. First thing we got is a couple of stickers right here. You can check those out. That's really funny. That's really cool. The next thing we have is the Ken. Jeez, that is what? Here's the Raccoon Kendama's first Ken shape. This is crazy. Check that out. Looks like a 9. Yeah, it has like a 9 at the bottom, which is cool. I don't know if it's like a 9 out of however many, whatever run they did. You got the raccoon logo right there, which is pretty sick. That's pretty funny right there. Raccoon logo for their logo. And then for the shape, it's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Little breakdown of the shape and what we got going here. It doesn't have like a very aggressive swoop, but we can see a little bit of curvature right here. A very, very blocky handle stall and a very, very blocky ring stall. Can't wait to get a tom on it so I can show you guys how it feels. The sharp, like very, very reminiscent of the G-shape cups, but the, you know, a new gen step, I like to say. It doesn't have that harsh step. It does have a step, but it's like kind of curved. The stall points are thin. I'm really hoping they grip hard. It has a very like low angle spike, which is super interesting as well. Let's just throw a tom on it and see like the balances and stuff and how the placements are. All right, so we got this serial Kendama Sprite Tama right here. And on the, woo, okay. Got some like decently nice stall points right there. Thinner stall points have always been really, really great. I never felt like that thinner stall points were good for wings. I don't know how that's gonna be for this thing, but we'll kind of see. I'm not good at wings, but they've always just sat weird. But when you have that connection to the spike on the bird and stuff, it's always been pretty reliable. The underbirds also seem pretty sick. I don't believe it's gonna hook though. Yeah, it's not gonna hook. Not a hook kendama, but that's totally fine. One thing I'm interested in is this lunar bounce. We got like a big bounce hole right there, a short spike, and probably the least amount of weight ratio-wise I've seen to a kendama, but that's where it's kind of sitting right now. Yeah, that's to be expected of this thing. The lunar bounce isn't going to be too hot. Reduce this area a little bit more. The ratio between this and that doesn't really align quite yet, but that's totally fine. They'll happen. They just sit perfectly in this spot. So adjusting and stuff, as soon as you go like forward a little bit, it'll tip like that, just like you saw. I'm sure if you're an experienced kendama player, you've experienced slick paints, you've experienced all these different things. You can figure out how to flip it and stuff. It'll be just fine. In terms of the handle stall, that's a really good handle stall. That's a really, really good handle stall. That feels great. The ring stall feels good. This slope right here might be a little bit too deep because it's wanting to tilt this way and feels really loose on this end. So it's not the, you know, yeah, this Tama isn't gripping the sides like you'd want it to, which is like the ideal thing you'd want for your ring stall, but I think it'll be doable. You'll see me pull a couple up. The gunslingers, I feel like if these gunslingers aren't good with how this shape is, I'm gonna be really surprised, but I was right. This is, that's ridiculous. This thing gunslinger super hard. Oh my God, that is insane. Yeah, that's such a fun gunslinger kendama. This would be PR. This is like PR levels ready. Like if I wanted to land 12 sling whatever day I want to decide to break that for myself, or 13. But yeah, this is like off rip. Like you can't, I mean, you can kind of tell like this also has stepped cups that like actually grip your finger. Yeah, this is a slinger kendama, no doubt about it. This is literally insane for the slingers. I'm going to rip so many sling tricks. You're going to see a couple in a row. That was fun. That was cool. In terms of the flipping, I feel like there's no way that this isn't good for flips just because of the way it is. That base cup is leading super hard. So that trip Ken up feels really, really good. And ooh, that was really nice. The flipping, it feels really good. That's kind of the compromise you get with, you know, bad lunar bounce, is that you're gonna have some really good flips. That 1, 2, 3 jug I just did right now and that you'll see feels really good. And I actually really like the in-hand feeling of it. This sword feels really good. Obviously, again, our ratio between cup and sword for lunars, not good. Just like, it feels like a really good sword. Maybe the route, there's a couple different routes. You can reduce the sword or you can make the cups bigger, you know, whatever you want to do. I really like it. I also really like the thickness of the sword. You don't see a lot of thick kendamas like this anymore. This is so interesting. Thin serrato and thick sword, but yeah, very, very thick sword. I really like that a lot in the in-hand feeling. Well, I really want to just get like another set of cups on this to see if it can lunar and how it would flip. But yeah, no, it feels really good. They also give me some sick grain. Like, check out that grain right there. The grain on this is really hot, really hot. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Yeah, you can see it a little bit, but yeah, the grain on this maple is super sick. Taps are kind of crazy on this thing. It bounces really hard back and forth, which is surprising because there's like no base cup. Like, this base cup hole is crazy. This is such an interesting shape. It's excelling at taps, flips, and pretty much everything but lunars. So if you don't do lunars or don't like lunars, maybe check out this shape. And it has a good in-hand feeling. Like, it's very unorthodox, this shape, but I'm kind of surprisingly pleased with this. Like, I'm landing these tricks and it doesn't feel bad. I don't hate myself when I'm landing these tricks. I'm excited to see what this young company has to do and what it has to offer. Like, that's really cool, just coming out of the woodwork and coming out with a really bold statement in this kendama right here. But it is really cool. It is really cool. I know they're already working on their next iteration of it. There's just two things they need to do: either commit to making the serrato bigger or commit to thinning out the sword. If I'm gonna be really honest, I would just thicken up the serrato. I really like what you guys have going on for the sword. And then just fix that ring stall, and I think we're good. But honestly, if you got one of these, good on you. This is a fun kendama. Like, I wouldn't like compete with this or anything like that, if I'm being like completely honest. Like, lunars are such an important thing in competing and in my freestyles personally, but it's so good at like other things. It makes it viable if you like that specific playstyle. So I think this is really cool. Shout out to you, Raccoon Kendama. I'm excited to see what your second iteration of this shape is. That's it for me. If you guys have the Raccoon Kendama, please let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. I'd love to know what your input is on this kendama. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, hit post notifications. You can be one of the first to watch these videos when they come out, and obviously sharing a video goes a long way for the channel. This is Elijah from Okendamas, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.